The Triage Cyber Clinic. Yay! Hello, person. As you approach the elf, you notice he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. Listen in. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in and strain your ears. Find you able to make out the doctor's end of the conversation. No, the price I'm quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value, in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know the price has gone up. That is a seller's market. Well then, you'll just have to go find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses the button on his comm link and looks up, a $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to Triage Cyber Clinic. I am Dr. Xavier Esgabel, and your name is? Half Lady Jack Z. A pleasure. By the way, I found this schematic for an auto-injector. Okay, first, show me what you have cyberware-wise. I'm just curious. Arms, legs, an eye data jack. Well, that's interesting. Tailored pheromones gives me +1 charisma. Give me dermal plating, data jack. Oh, that's a nice one. It's a +1 to intelligence for a processor that boosts knowledge-based skills. Okay, I remember this. This was essentially it's essentially just like a little encyclopedia thing in your head, like built into your skull that can load up just like reference data. Induction data jack, like in the palm of your hand. Useful for deckers and riggers who don't want to sacrifice valuable headwear space. Well, what else can go in the headwear slot that would be useful? I suppose this would. That's probably what they're referring to, is that. I don't think there's literally anything else that's like a headwear space. Well, maybe after I get a little bit more cash. I need medical supplies, though, more so. Yeah, I'm going to buy some trauma kits. And some advanced med... You know what? I have the cash. I am just going to get everything. At least now we're, stocked up on stuff. Right, now that we have that, now we can go and look into guns. See what we can do in terms of investing in a rifle. Street sweeper. That's an assault rifle. I would like a SmartLink enhanced sniper would actually be probably a good pairing for me. Just simply because then I get the extra bonus to Let's see, that gets me 5 HP and 4 armor. I don't know what armor I currently have. Nah, we'll hold off right now. Oh, it gives me 1 armor. That's what it is. There, now I've got a sniper rifle. I think we're ready to take on another mission. I mean, ideally, if you wanted a really decent build, I think, for this, like, if you wanted to go Decker route, go Decker, go drone rigging, get yourself a drone, and then, like, hang back with a smart-linked sniper rifle, so you can hack when you need to, you've got a ranged attack, and then you use the drone for closer ranged assaults. Let's go out with a blazing firefight before we finish tonight. This mission is to bust in, unload, unleash hell, and to take out the runner team that got captured, or the operative team that got captured. Your client has hired you to tie up loose ends at a site of a botched cloak and dagger operation. One of the operatives from the failed mission has been captured by knight-errant security forces. It's only a matter of time before he talks. The job is simple. Kick in the door, find the operative, put a bullet in his guts before he can spill them. Take an extra. This is going to be a combat heavy mission. I'm going to take an extra med kit just in case. Iger, you don't have a dock wagon contract or contract here. You can have that one. Also, you can have this pistol. I don't think you'll ever use a pistol, but at the same time, it's not like anyone else is using it. Glory, you can have a shotgun. You have karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Yeah, sure, I'll go to the karma screen. How many do I have? I have 4. That's not a lot. I suppose I technically can just grab drone control then. Not the best thing in the world, but I kind of all over the place with this one. The reception area of the Sharing Pharma AG lab looks normal enough. The synth leather couches were obviously designed more for appearance than comfort, and the blue steel walls are gently illuminated with energy-efficient recessed lighting. All in all, it's a perfect example of a typical corporate design sensibilities. Bland, generic, and safe. An overturned houseplant is the only sign that something might be amiss in the lab ahead. You ready for this, boss? According to what that air fucks told us, the entire complex is going to be crawling with hired security. It's going to be a hell of a fight. We can handle it. Let's get ready, people. Uh-oh. Kung Fu kick. What does this spell? Oh, the Dragon Slavers. Nope, we're diving in and seeing what we can do here. What does this do? -2 damage, 5 stacking bleed damage, strips 2 armor from the target. And then we twin slash. We get one more in there? Good. This guy's asleep. Apparently only gives me, what, 47 to hit? The heck? 37? Why is my odds going down so much? I'm in. Decking is such a weird thing in this game. So these are white ice, which means they're probably the least dangerous form of ice that you can run into. Ice comes in 3 versions. Come on, hit it. Thank you. Comes in white, gray, and black. Black is the most dangerous because it can actually do damage to your physical body. Gray can do like actual permanent damage to your deck, if I recall correctly. And then white just kind of like tries to kick you out of the system. Be nice to me. I'm currently decked into their system. Uh-oh. Let's see. We triggered the alarm, it sounded like. Are these gray or whites? I can't tell. They're white. Okay. They're like blaster ice or something. Ow. Hey, Fee! Thanks for checking out a book. Hope you really enjoyed the Cosmos Reports by the Cid of the Lufane. Very in-depth work talking about the balance of both light and dark in the galactic sense. Let's see here, though. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Don't have work tomorrow, so I'm just spending the night gaming up some. Just trying to check out a bunch of different things. Play a couple different games tonight and just kind of chill and relax and enjoy my 3-day weekend. Ah, you're out of ammo. Reload. I think you just wiped out your own dude there. How's your weekend going, Fee? There's the security camera controls. That's what I was looking for. Alright, first things first, let's throw erosion on him. Down there, because he's probably going to be the biggest problem. In the meantime, we'll just work our way on these. Charging 50%. That doesn't feel like it's a good thing. Did I get kicked? No, I'm still decking in. Okay. No, I don't want to. Switch over to... There we go. Took out the caster there. Alright, I have taken control of the security cameras. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything else to do in the system right now. So let's get back to the... deck out, jack out, and get back to the real world. To find everyone in complete disarray. Have you ever managed to miss someone with a sniper rifle from like 10 feet away? Why don't you heal yourself there? Good news, everyone. We don't have to worry about the security cameras. Also... Oh, nice. I didn't know this. Since we hacked the security cameras, I can now see all the rooms where we have security cameras. So I know where everything is at. Okay, that's an exit, or that's either that or that's where the mission is. So we know there's at least, what? 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 people in that room? If I had a drone, I could send them through there. I mean, the other option is seeing what's inside this door. Okay, from what I can tell, there's nothing down here. Going through that door just seems like a good way to get messed up. So let's see what we can do and figure out about going through this side door. Even though that's us walking in blind. It looks like there's at least a side entrance to the room that we know has people in it, but also there's a room with some stuff in it. An advanced med kit. And some kamikaze. And we got their attention. Really? Not the person in the doorway with the sniper rifle. No, you shot past them to hit me. I cannot read the percentage on this whatsoever. But I think he's the only one I can actually see from my position. Can we come over here and heal me? Thank you. Reload. Darn mages. You have made the fatal mistake of getting too close to me when I have claws. Behold my Wolverine powers. Move and attack, or... give her some extra AP. Someone freaking out over... There we go. You gotta take out the mages. The mages are the most annoying. Okay, let's reload this. I don't know if there's much else I can do at this point. Can I hack someone? No. Just get a more defensive position here. It was essentially too close of a range to... We need backup in the main lab! Whine, whine, whine. Deal with it! Pathetic little... Oh! They just walked right past us. Kung Fu kick! Wolverine slash! That's probably not a good call. Instead, we'll just do this. I like this one guy just running around away from Glory as she just chases him around the lab with her claws out, just like ripping him apart. More people. Of course. I'm just not very good with this rifle, am I? Take some cover. Can we summon a fire elemental out here to take care of some stuff? Thank you. Kung Fu Kick! Burning Slash! Escape chance 1 AP? So it's like more of a chance for them to break out or something? I have to keep them in control, I guess. The body on the table looks like the janitor. His chest and stomach appear to have been brutally torn open. Ugh. Looks like there's another drone window there. The body on the operating table has been torn to pieces. The dual arms of the auto surgeon are obvious culprits. So we know there's a guy with 2 drones, 2 guys, and whatever the heck this thing is. And they're waiting for us in the next room. What happened in there? I don't know. The arms went choppy chop. Okay, first things first. Give increased AP to Glory. So Glory can go ninja kick this guy. Keep them away from the elevator. So, mage or something, from what I can tell. Well, we got the 2 drones down at least. Is there anything we can do to get rid of that thing? No, he hit that guy. I don't know. Mage is down. turrets are there, though. That's good to know. Didn't realize those turrets were active. Ninja kick. Ninja slice. Ninja punch. Missed the ninja punch. Okay. Well, you know, there's only so much ninja you can do. Finish off that guy before he wakes up. Not enough ammo. Oh. I like how they always run to like pre-assigned spots, so they'll just run right past you. Oh, and there's another mage. Of course there is. Ninja kick. Ninja stab. Finish him off. Gotta deal with these turrets. Yeah, we'll just hide there. I don't know if magic actually does anything on a turret. Okay, that's the turrets are down. Can I ask why we're still in combat? Why are you worrying me like this? Okay, there was a handprint thing right here before. Oh, maybe that was specifically like turn off the turrets. Oh, nope, that's why. Nerve bolt and nerve bolt. Oh. Seriously? She's asleep. You can hit her when she's asleep. Why is there a prison? Pile of corpses. The bodies are all dressed in high-quality ballistic armor. Oh, joy! There's apparently giant evil monster wolf things over there? Turns until reinforcements arrive. 3. Oh boy. Can you give the spirit of the bunny to Glory, please? Thank you. Yeah, I want to take care of the Conjurer before we get any sort of problems. That being the problem. That being the exact problem I was worried about. What do you mean no wound to heal? Didn't she get shot? Wow, really? 1 damage hits. Nerve bolt, and that somehow missed. There's the reinforcements. Optional. There was an optional thing to lock out the reinforcements? I had no idea. There's a mage. There's the captain. Ugh, a grenadier. That was awful. Are there any more reinforcements coming, or was that just it? Next up on my list is take care of the Grenadier. Wait, is that the... No, that's the Captain. That's the Grenadier. We got Gloria's kind of in a bad spot. And then heal yourself. For the sake of the Rebel Alliance. I don't know what the ley lines do exactly. Alright, we got the Grenadier down. I will take it. There we go. Captain's down. You do know you just ran up next to us, right? Like, right next to us. From the description that your client gave you, this must be your target, the rigger, Thorvald L. Enstead. You can see him waving and pounding on the plastic of his cell door, but from where you're standing, the scene is eerily silent. He looks like he's had a rough go of things. One of his eyes has been blackened and his lower lip split wide open. Not particularly surprising, given the temperament of his captors. The only incongruous element is his outfit. He's decked out head to toe in patched black riding leathers. A pair of oversized studded combat boots shine in the halogen glare of the cell's lighting panels. From his style of dress, it's obvious this dwarf is not a corporate employee. He's a Shadowrunner. This isn't some corporate goon boss. Look at him. He's one of us. Glory shudders but holds her silence. Dietrich lays a hand on the bare metal of Glory's shoulder. She flinches, but only barely. When he speaks, his voice is soft. There but before the grace of God, eh, love? Glory's eyes remain fixed on the rigger, who continues to hammer impotently on the door of his cell. Something like that. Well, let's go have a chat. The door slides open and the stench of stale sweat assaults your nostrils. Enstead steps forward, his bloody lips curl into a smile, his soles of his boots squeak on the polished tile floor. Free at last, thank Christ. His smile widens into a sickly grin. Tar-stained teeth shine wetly in the light. Didn't think I'd warrant a rescue. Whoever sent you, thank him for me. Look, man, I'm afraid you're wrong about that. I was sent here to tie up loose ends. Namely, you. His eyes go wide. He raises his trembling hands to surrender. Whoa there, Chief. I don't know what your client told you. He said that your team botched a run. Doesn't matter what he told us. The contract says we have to put you down. His eyes go wide. His voice becomes shrill. Yeah, but did he tell you exactly what he told us to? Did he tell us that it was his bad intel that got me hung out to dry like this? Sounds familiar. Please, hear me out. I promise. I'll make it worth your while if you do. Glory shrugs. Couldn't hurt to hear what he has to say. His hands clasp in front of him as a sign of supplication. You can see the terror in his eyes. Yeah, go ahead, talk. Alright, okay. So we go in, right? Me and my team. And we're doing just what the client told us to do. Well, the bastard forgot to mention that Pharma had a knight-errant security contract for the place. He told us that there would be little, if any, resistance. So imagine our surprise when a KE response team kicks in the door and unloaded on us. According to the client, the reason Knight Errant showed up is because your team started slaughtering the lab. That's bullshit! They attacked us! And Knight Errant showed up and then everyone went to hell. Look, I can see that you're skeptical. I get it. Can't blame you for it either. You don't know me from Adam. But I know one thing you will understand. I'd like to offer you a trade. I've got a little toy hidden away. Managed to stash it before those knight-errant pukes took me in. My own design. One of a kind. I call it the Pain Inducer. Grade A fun for a runner who has everything. And I guarantee you, you'll never find another. You let me live and it's all yours. I'll put a fucking ribbon on it for you. Then I'll disappear. Never bother any of you again. Scout's honor. Even if we consider going off mission, she shoots you a significant glance. Which we wouldn't. She turns back to Enstead, staring him down. Did you honestly think that we'd sacrifice our professional integrity and 15,000 new yen payday for a trinket? He nods slowly. 15, huh? I can match that. You let me live and I'll pay your wage, plus the inducer. Hell, you could even tell your client that I'm dead and bill him too. Double your earnings. What'd you think about that? How do you have 15 grand? I hit a big payday a while back. Put the extra cash in my rainy day fund. Trust me, pal, I can pay you the money. You help me out, I'll transfer it to you myself. We just need to get back to the room where I stashed my PDA. What does this pain inducer do, exactly? It induces pain? It's a narrow band microwave projector. Causes debilitating pain in a target and screws with the electrical system of drones and the like. Think of it like a taser, only easier to use, and meaner, and a whole lot more fun. See, this one's less of a moral thing for me. This is like, the whole thing with the other guys was like, oh, they needed to feed this, This guy, honestly, quite honestly, I don't have any reason to trust him. Like, all the evidence leading up to this point is something gruesome happened here. He's claiming that Knight Errant was here all along. The client says that Knight Errant came when they started slaughtering people. Well, here's the thing. We have seen slaughtered people. There are plenty of evidence around this place that people were butchered. And people who worked here, the janitor was butchered. Other people were slaughtered, ripped apart by machinery and things like that. And that would mean either, one, the people here were doing that, which he didn't say anything about any of that, for the record. Do you notice he admitted he didn't say anything about all the slaughter that took place? And all he's offering us is the same, only to give up our any sort of like professional integrity for a real client, not just a chummer off the street who has like an ask, but an actual client that we've arranged through a fixer for something, a taser, essentially. I can't justify it. I can't in my head. I can't go around. No, he's dead. No dice. Time to die. Did you just take a swing at me? Instead's lifeless body crumpled to the ground. His mouth is frozen open in a silent scream. Good call, Half-Lady Jack Z. Iger nods at you. We all know what we were here to do. Good on you for stepping up and doing it. Now, I'm just curious, because he mentioned a room where he stashed a PDA. Zaka! Thanks for the raid! Hello, raiders! My name is Vicarian, and I am the snarky storyteller VTuber. I do kind of just riff tracks plus narrative story stuff. So we play Final Fantasy, we play stories, we do a whole bunch of different stuff. And if you like what you see, give me a follow. Zaka, how are you doing, man? I think you were playing Rune Factory. Was that fun? How's the game? It's good. It is really, really good. Considering the fact that I've played Shadowrun Returns, the baseline game, and that was okay. Dragonfall is immaculate. Just tonight we've had a mission that was morally ambiguous with kind of a Robin Hood angle. We've had this one where the guy was trying to essentially buy his way out of a mission where I was supposed to essentially kill him. And we had to decide whether or not to like take off on his offer or just finish the job as intended. Lots of diverse and of course interesting characters to play off of everything. This is a really fun game. Rune Factory is wonderful? That is so awesome to hear. I've never actually played any of the Rune Factory games, so... You're gonna do a TTRPG marathon at some point? You should! It is... There are some really solid, good games out there now. Like... I mean, of course you have Baldur's Gate. That's, you know, that's like, right now, that's like crown example, but... But honestly, if you want another suggestion, if you want to do like a TTRPG video game thing, if you score it, I think you can get it from Good Old Games. Planescape Torment, if you've not played it. Another really interesting one. Does some very interesting things. Very fun to play. Your takeaway from Rune Factory is it's Stardew Valley meets RPG anime slice of life. That does sound really charming and fun. What the? You get levels and stats from literally everything. You have a walking and sleeping skill or an eating skill. It's very silly. It reminds me of a tabletop RPG. It was like, I think it was Hackmaster or something, where they have like literally like rollable tables for everything. And it's just kind of crazy how silly it gets. It's late and you have work, so you go to head out. I totally understand, Zaka. You go rest, have a good rest, and I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. And you're welcome for the recommendation. There's good stuff out there, and it's like I've got a ton of it. If you ever need any other suggestions to fill out a TTRPG schedule or something, I've got a bunch of them. The leader of the group is an elf with Asian features. He's obviously a vat job. The band of corded muscles that bulge out from underneath his sleeves has a distinctly store-bought look to him. When he speaks, his voice comes out as a gravelly rumble. My, the intrepid half-lady Jack Z, with no rigor in sight. I must admit, I'm surprised. Yeah, well, that makes two of us. Who are you? Herr Fox sent us to check up on you. Given his recent troubles with Shadowrunners, this should not come as a surprise. The company man smiles and nods slightly. I shall return to him and report your task completed to my satisfaction. Good day. So I guess if you let the other guy go, you would have that another fight there in hand. And like I said, I would have been much more lenient on the guy if he had any answer for like what happened here. But this is horrific, and he gave no answers. Also, he stashed his PDA someplace? Yeah, come on. To the cruise bazaar! Your subway car is empty on the return trip to the cruise bazaar. The stretch of the sprawling U-Bahn tunnel system doesn't see much use, it seems, at least not at this hour. As the train rattles on, you find yourself lost in thought. Old memories creep, unbidden, to the forefront of your mind. Memories of Monica in the old days, and the crew you used to run with. Memories of success and failure, wealth and poverty, good times, bad. Halfway through the cruise bazaar, you are jolted out of your reverie by a buzzing sound. Your comlink. You're receiving a call. Uh-oh. Your comlink buzzes. A quick glance at the screen tells you that it's Amsel on the line. You pick up, and your voice fills your ear. Half-Lady Jack Z, I trust that I am catching you at as good a time. Yeah, I'm on the train back to the cruise bazaar. Good. I have news. In your absence, I have made contact with another prospective client, a rather elusive woman of Aslaner descent. She calls herself Frau Muller. Oh yeah, that's, totally like a Spanish name. Muller. She would not discuss the specifics of the job with me, but she did tell me she was offering for work. 36,000 new yen. An impressive enough sum just to justify a consultation. Yeah, seriously, that would pretty much get us what we need, right? Almost? When does she want to meet? In a half an hour. If you're on the train back to the Cruise Bazaar now, you should make it there with time to spare. I insisted that that if a meeting were to take place, it would have to be in a location of your choosing. Frau Muller has agreed to this. Where should I tell her to meet you? By the statue in the park. It's public, but secluded enough to discuss business in. Because I know Atlug, the cafe would be a good idea, but Atlug would probably be find out, blah, 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 blah. But there's always people in there, and it's a very intimate, small place. I don't feel like that's the type of place I want to discuss biz in. Noted, I will set the meetup. Half Lady Jack Z, there's one other thing you should... Your comlink cuts to static. A moment later, the lights in the U-Bahn car flicker and wink out. You hear a screeching sound of steel on steel, and the train grinds to a halt. What? So, think we're dead?